Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Let's begin the meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First thing on the agenda this evening, the review of October 25th minutes, please. I think everybody got them online. Any additions, deletions that need to be added?
Does anyone need a copy?
Well, I wasn't there anyway.
Oh.
I don't know why. Did
I'm not participating in this vote, right?
Okay.
Ben, I just have one question.
Yes.
It says next meeting date, December 27th. Do we need to strike that or just leave it?
No, yeah.
I don't know.
Are we gonna meet that now? That's our regular, this is like a hybrid meeting, sort of, in the middle.
That's going to be a discussion, like, I mean, we had talked about possibly having this as be both, and then we'll go to January.
Right.
So I think, yeah, why don't we strike that? Yeah, why don't we correct that?
Oh, the
The
So-
next meeting date will be January.
okay, so this is really three meetings. We didn't,
24th.
November, December, oh.
We had November,
No, we didn't. We
You
had
didn't have-
October.
we had
Yeah,
October.
It's
which I
November,
was not here
December.
for.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah,
November,
right,
December
so this is the
together.
one in the middle.
Yes.
This is the 2 months.
Excuse me.
January 24th.
January 24th will be our next meeting.
Okay.
2017.
2000, Yahoo.
So only meeting once in 2 months doesn't violate anything, right? I mean, really, I'm just.
Okay. Any other corrections for the minutes of October 25th?
January 24th.
Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Motion to approve, and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Unanimous. Thank you. Director's report, please, Karen.
Okay. Everyone could just refer to my director's report. I'll go through it lickety-split. November was a very busy month. We finished up fall story times. We had a total of 453 kids signed up for story times, and the last one, I think, is this week, and then we will start up again in January, I believe. So, let's see. We had a wonderful author, children's book author in on the 14th, and a dance studio acted out the book.
Oh, awesome.
So that was neat. And we had family gingerbread house night. We had a total of 96 people show up for that. So we cap it out at 100. So we only had a few people not show up. Very good. Some highlights for December. We've gone through a couple of these already, but we still have a couple of vinyasa yoga classes left this week, and no, tomorrow's the last one, I think. Yes, December 14th. So, but it's drop-in, $7 a class. So if anyone still wants to take a vinyasa yoga class, it's tomorrow at 3:30. That'll be the last one until the beginning of the year. We haven't set the dates for the beginning of the year yet, but we will. We had our holiday boxwood tree this past Saturday. We had 26 people. It was a wonderful time.
I saw
And-
the photos on Facebook.
Yep. I figured out how to put them on there.
Awesome.
Very proud of myself.
Yeah.
The talent was great, and it was a 2-hour class. I've already booked her for next December.
Great.
And we'll do something different. They have a lot of offerings. They have
Mhm.
some beautiful wreaths. So, yeah, that was a great class. And, with the copay, the friends brought, it was 500, and then the friends got back 260. So that really worked out.
Mhm.
And it encourages people to show up for the
Sure,
program.
yes, absolutely.
A small price to pay.
It
I
is,
noticed
yeah.
online that they teach it out of the nursery. I think it's like $30 or
Right.
something like
Mhm.
that to take the class there,
Right.
so it's great. On Monday, we had our annual holiday shopping extravaganza. This was last night, and it was crazy. I think I saw 70-something or 80-something for a total.
Mm,
I'm not quite
I'm not
sure. I know
surprised.
Kathy wrote it on the calendar, but
Wow.
that's always a
That always
busy
is, yeah.
time. The kids do their reading logs, so they don't just get stuff, they have to do some reading for it,
Mhm.
right? And then they come and pick up their items for their family members and loved ones and wrap them.
Mhm.
And we had some great volunteers. I know Marcy Dolly from the Last Green Valley is one of the volunteers. And our Monday volunteer, one of our new volunteers, Colleen Sherman, was also helping out. She's a new volunteer helping out in the kids' room. Let's see, this Thursday, to come, we have our last genealogy group meeting of the year. It's the holiday meeting, and Linda Braniff is presenting on Making History Come Alive, Writing Your Genealogy. This is no registration, and people coming, if they want to bring, you know, some treats, that's welcome. It's going to be in the Fells room this time, because we're having food and drink in there. And it's Thursday, December 15th from 6 to 7:30. On Wednesday, December 28th, we'll be hosting Dino Man Bob Lazias and his dinosaur show. He uses humor and stories to teach about the age of dinosaurs. There's no registration. It's in the children's room. Children 12 and under should be accompanied by an adult. And this program is sponsored by the Friends, as was the holiday shopping and the boxwood tree. So just want to point that out. So that's it.
Excellent.
And then after breakfast. So on to our budget. We're busily planning our programs for 2017. So right now we're sitting at about 57%, which is just about perfect. And any questions on that? There's nothing really. I haven't gotten my state aid number yet.
Okay.
We're obviously in the third round of people, so every time they send a note, where are we? Keeping us waiting.
Yes, indeed.
We'll
So
find
we're not in
out.
trouble. I mean, 57% is obviously more than half, and we haven't quite reached half. So
Right.
But that's on schedule.
Some things are heavy loaded, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be seeing, I have ESET, which is our antivirus, is coming up for renewal. That's a 3-year renewal, because I get a much better price at 3 years. And, you know, my IT, like my bank, my block time is what I'm trying to say, is, you know, so don't worry, we'll be,
Well, worry wasn't, it was just.
yeah. But it's perfect. Right now, I'd say, you know, and if you look at my materials line, I still have 62% remaining. So I kind of, you know, I start ramping up towards the end of the fiscal year on that one, because I never want to go too much over on that. It's hard to hit it perfectly, but I come pretty close
You're
every
doing
year.
a
But
good
I
job.
wait. I kind of hold back a little bit on that. And then once we hit, you know, March, April, I start seeing where we are. Then I can, you know, tell Kathy to spend more on materials or hold back on materials, that kind of thing. So.
I mean, if it doesn't all get used, it's.
Oh, it's getting used.
Oh, it gets used.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no- there's no-
Kidding me?
Yeah,
Music to my ears, okay.
yeah. And is some software allowable in materials now?
Databases are. That's why you'll
Okay.
see me putting some databases
Yeah.
toward that.
Good.
I was going to put the movie licensing toward it, but I thought, I better call Mass Board, and they said no. So I'm glad I did call them.
Right.
We've been paying that out of gift funds anyway, so and it's a very small amount,
Right.
but hey, it's worth it.
Interesting, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
worth, yeah, it's, you know, I'm always, you never know what they'll take.
Exactly.
And that's a moving target, by the way. They change that from year to year, so it always pays to touch base with
Oh, really?
the board. Oh, yes. Anyway, I've never offended. I've always been on the up and up, so. Anyway, so looking pretty good overall.
Yes. Good, thank you.
So that's that. Let's see, financial. Some real quick things in the building area. The emergency evacuation map and the power failure procedure are complete. I appreciate all of Pat's hard work in doing that, and I just, let's see now. Here's my, wait a minute.
I think it's the last
Loss of
one.
power, here we go. I'm back on track, don't worry.
We can take a break.
This is, I just want to, the loss of power, that's not in your handout, I don't think, is it?
Yeah,
Or did I put it?
yeah,
I
last
did put
page.
it. Thanks. Well, what I did was, the Mass Board of Library Commissioners has an emergency preparedness template. And it's, it's lengthy, and I've been kind of customizing it for Crawford Library. I'm about halfway through. And this is but a page in that document, so I don't, I'm not seeking approval. Plus, it's procedural more than anything. It's not policy. So this is a page in that document. You can see 19 of 31. And so you guys gave me some feedback a couple of months ago, maybe even 3 months ago on this. And so this is what I've come up with based on your feedback. I believe Richard told me to, contact the schools. So I think it's pretty decent at this point. It basically is the emergency, I had to verify some things. The lights do come on, now that they're all batteries in them. Make a general announcement to remain calm and stay in place, because it could be just a flicker. But to lock the exterior doors so as not to have people walking in while we have a power failure. You know what I mean? I thought that was prudent. If the power returns within a few moments, the library remains open. Advisable to wait a few minutes before restarting the computers, because if you restart them, you don't want to cycle them through too much. If the power does not return within a few minutes, guide the remaining patrons to the lobby. Patrons wishing to leave at this time may do so. If the power does not return within 15 minutes, remaining patrons will be advised to exit the facility unless doing so poses imminent danger. Staff will check to ensure the facility is cleared of patrons. Turn off all lights per usual closing routine, because I don't want any lights to come, I don't want the power to return and have lights come back on. And they know that routine. Ensure the doors are locked, set the alarm, and exit the building. And that's our normal evening, let's get out of here kind of routine. I want them to just be aware that they should still follow that routine.
Do we have to address the notifications though? I mean, how to alert people? I mean, the sign on the door, or if the power's out, can you do anything electronically, put it on the website, or, I mean, I'm just asking, because I don't.
Hours
if
out,
it's-
nothing.
Right, that's what I just
Yeah.
said, so.
I think probably,
Have the town, maybe do it if it's just our building, or put something out on the website, I don't know.
I'm thinking if there's a power failure, all of the power in the area is probably
yeah,
going to be.
okay,
I mean,
okay.
I don't know that for
Okay, then
sure.
it won't be
I could
isolated.
add that we could put a sign on the door. That's probably not a bad idea, Jerry.
Mm.
So, but beyond that, I hate to put something on the sign out front. I don't think
Well,
I would
mean,
do that.
Say the fire,
Yeah.
the power's out, it's gonna be.
You wouldn't have a sign.
How widespread, that's right, you wouldn't have. a sign.
Probably
Sign
not,
will be
unless it's
dark.
isolated to our building,
right.
like some line
Right.
to our building. But anyway, a sign on the door.
Just sign on the door.
Sure, why not?
Due to power failure, this library's closed.
Yeah, close the lack of power,
And then director or senior staff member will alert the town manager, building and ground supervisor, police, and trustee co-chairs of the situation. And we do have, I didn't want to put the numbers here except for National Grid to report it, because those numbers change.
Yeah.
So we do have a list at the front desk, and so, the list is there.
Very good.
So, and that's the list that's at the front desk with everybody's name and phone number. And this is the emergency map that Pat did this one's really for me. It has all of the places where we have the emergency exits. Basically, this map is posted where all these X's are. But Pat did a really clever thing, and she highlighted the area that you're in.
So
on
you
each-
don't see all the other rooms, you
Yeah.
only see the area that you're in.
So that's kind of brought to the forefront. So now I've made copies of all, there's like 9 in all or something like that, and they've been put in plastic holders and posted where all these X's are. So, and I showed the fire chief, and he was thrilled. So, that concludes that. I mean, this whole exercise was because we had lost power and the staff didn't quite, weren't quite sure what to do. So this addresses that immediate concern.
Right.
We still have the overall emergency preparedness to finish up, and that's an ongoing thing. So,
Very good.
so that's that. I'll make that change about the sign on the door. That was a good one. Thank you very much, Jerry. Emergency lighting, also complete. That is, all of the batteries have been replaced and tested. The building folks came out. We have our certificate of occupancy again. The inspection renewal is all up to date. It's been posted. What I did was I made a document with all the locations of the emergency light battery boxes, and I found some more in the attic, so I added those. Now I know where they all are. And they all work. They've all been tested. And now I have listed which lights each box controls.
So that's
Wow.
nice.
And on the outside of these boxes, I've written when the batteries were exchanged. So, yes. And we've contracted with Norel to come, and their next inspection will be FY18. So it'll be about $300. That'll be under my contract, building contracts now.
Right.
So it's just, I need to have the signed piece of paper from them to present.
So they've recommended how often we should change the batteries?
I think they said they last about 5 years,
Oh, that's a little-
5,
4 or 5
4-ish, 4 to 5.
That's all I'm doing.
I'll be retired. No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying
I
this.
know. This is a warning.
Not really. It's wishful thinking, I think is what it is. Anyway, that's how I think though. Like, I won't have to replace these batteries again. It was such an ordeal, let me tell you.
I know,
It was
it's
going to be
crazy.
so easy. It was just going to happen. And it never did. So, anyway, you know what? It was all good because I didn't even know where they were. And I didn't realize that they were in alarm status and that they needed replacing. And we had some issues with wiring.
Right.
So it was a
Yeah.
good exercise in the long run. Time consuming, but I guess a good exercise. Okay, so on to the security cameras. After I had American Alarm come out, I mean, that was a good exercise, but then Mike Pascopoulos from Retrofit, we were talking, and he knows Eyewitness Systems, and he said, Rock Truck called Gino Palumbo from Rockburn Electric. And do you know who that is? Well, anyway, I found out this past month that Rockburn took all of Eyewitness's
Ah,
customers.
Okay.
Well, they didn't take them; they're getting them.
Mhm.
And so this is great because they're familiar with the system. Right now, everything is fine, but they don't do a contract. It's just we give them a call if we need them, and they come out. I've already touched base. I've introduced myself. I've said I was a former customer of Eyewitness. I told them the system we have. I think I may need to have them out because of the new computers. I have software installed on my computer for those, the remote
sure.
view
Oh,
logs.
yes, yes, yes.
And I have no idea where, I'm not sure how to get a hold of that, so.
Oh, yes, you were trying to.
Yeah,
get
right.
connections,
There's a lot of
yeah.
little quirks,
Right,
but,
uh-huh.
so anyway, but yeah, I've spoken to them on the phone, very nice people, it's a family-owned business, they're in, must be Vernon, Rockville, that must be where the Vern comes from.
Mhm.
But, yeah, a good family, good solid company, and they're familiar with the GeoVision system.
Good.
So they've been handling a lot of the Eyewitness customers.
Mhm.
So that is a happy ending,
That's
sort of,
very
indeed.
to that.
Yeah.
And so no further work planned at the present time. One of the wireless access points died. I have 3 access points in the library. Don't know if you knew that. And the other 2 are, you can tell like their effectiveness. So CEDA, when one of them died, I was talking to CWMRs and they said, yeah, they're about at their life's end. And we have upgraded ones that if we're coming out to install one, we'll give you a price. And it was more cost effective for me because I anticipate that the others are going to follow
Close
suit.
behind.
So I said, come out and, put 3 new ones in, and that's the cost. So I'm going to roll that into my tech upgrade plan.
Okay.
related to a Monday I was there and we didn't have internet access. It must have been 2 Mondays ago. Because, I was there, my student, like, to go on his computer so he
Yeah,
can
that's what it was.
translate
That's
words.
exactly what it was, Jerry,
Okay.
now that I'm thinking about it.
Mhm.
That prompted the phone call, and then they did some remote testing, and they said,
Mhm.
yeah, it's died.
Yeah.
So they don't live forever, and,
Right.
Nothing.
I noticed some issues when I was in the other day.
So of course, they're coming tomorrow at the same
Mhm,
time
of
Mike
course.
is. Tomorrow's the IT, I wear the IT hat all day. A hat I don't wear comfortably.
Mhm.
As far as the computer, so that's it with regard to the building pretty much. Envisionware computer has been installed, it's working great. The computers aren't bombing out all the time now. And CW Mars actually did that install. Yeah, that was good. It's not networked, so it didn't need all the,
Oh, sure,
yeah.
Mhm.
There's 6 staff computers that have arrived, and they will be installed tomorrow, or I'm not sure if all 6 will be done tomorrow,
Mhm.
but we'll see how far we get. And then I've got some miscellaneous stuff going on. The library will close at 1 o'clock on Friday the 23rd, and it will be closed on Monday the 26th and closed on January 2nd. And then I know that the rest of this is cryptic, but I'll explain. National Grid, we have a credit now with National Grid because our fantastic town administrator chased him down for the solar credits,
Mhm.
and I chased him down for the sales tax and late fees, and between the 2 of us, we ended up with a credit of something like 20 grand.
Wow.
Well, they owed it to us,
Mhm.
and they were being very cagey.
Mhm.
So, anyway, yeah, that's great.
That is nice.
The website, I've been in talks with Dale Darmody from Piper Webb's where he's given me some templates. I think I might have sent you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I've started to look at it. I really don't, it's basically an updated version of the website that he's been
Yeah.
rolling out, and I really like it a lot.
Okay.
So, I'll be working
Well,
on
I'll
it.
talk to you about it too, I just had one concern come
Okay, all right.
in. It's just the color in the background of the top, it kind of makes it disappear.
Will you email me that?
I sure will.
And that way I'll have that comment, because
Yeah.
I had hoped to get back to him sooner, but
Mhm.
I don't know if that'll happen this week with the computer upgrade.
Right, exactly.
It's not urgent,
Right,
but yeah, when you think of it, that
Sure.
way it's right there in front of me.
okay.
But yeah, so that's on the horizon.
Mhm.
We'll be getting a telescope for lending through the Aldrich Observatory. I'm sorry, Aldrich Astronomical Society. This is a telescope lending program that they do. It's Adopt a Library, and most libraries in our area, I think, have been doing this. And the guy approached me and said, the chap from Aldrich, and said, would you like to do this? Because I have a donor who's looking to donate to the Pearl Library. And I said, yep,
Oh, wow.
we do. So we're just waiting on the telescope. Once it arrives, they'll show the staff, the workings of it. And then, we could they'll do a program for patrons as well. And then it'll be available for checkout. It's specifically be checked out.
That's
Oh,
cool.
my goodness.
I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Neat,
That's
huh?
awesome, yeah.
I have contracted with, CW Mars had a deal for a custom app for the libraries. It's mostly for the catalog.
Oopsie.
And it's called Boopsie. That's the company. I know. But it's a mobile app, and it's great. It incorporates, it's custom to your library, and CW Mars got a deal for all their libraries, and it worked out after the initial, customization. It's like, I don't know, 300 and change a year, and it's less than the Wowbrary, so it was a no-brainer
Oh,
for
yeah,
us.
exactly.
And with mobile devices being the way people access
Discover that
things,
way.
so, that way you go to, the app store or whatever device you get your app, whatever your app thing is, you just download the app, it's free. So
Okay.
we're going through, it'll probably be another month or two before we see that go live. I'll keep you posted.
Great.
We are now on Instagram, and it's at the Dudley Pearl, the at sign, the Dudley Pearl, if anyone's on Instagram. We're really getting into the 21st century here.
Wow, yeah. I was gonna get paid before I die.
I wanted to point out, the Friends of the Library are having a holiday sale at the front circulation desk. And what we're doing is we have a couple of things that the Friends are selling at the front desk. One is these beautiful note cards that have book plates on them, antique book plates. They're blank inside. There's 6 cards and a pen that says the Pearl L. Crawford Memorial Library, Friends of the. And these note cards are $5 for a package. And the Cat's Meow, of course, is for sale. Beautiful 5-year anniversary Cat's Meow. And normally these are $15 and $5 each, or you can buy the 2 of them together for $18. And these are for sale at the front desk. They're also for sale at the selectman's window, and they're also for sale at the clerk's office. So if anyone is so inclined, they make great Christmas gifts. That's my sales pitch.
There you go.
Very good.
Please support the Friends. Let's see. We have 2 new volunteers. Angela Holland is volunteering on Monday and Friday afternoons in the adult and YA area, and Colleen Sherman, as I said, is Monday 4 to 6-ish in the children's area. I'm not going to go over the computer plan of action. I'm going to keep it on the report for you guys so you can see what's been done and what's next. And okay?
Yes.
So we're working our way through that. All right, so let's see.
Is the facilities subcommittee still active? George and
Yeah,
Anne Marie and
yeah. I just haven't.
Oh.
We haven't met in a while because I haven't really had anything for them to do that wouldn't require my legwork. So, yeah. But yeah, George, I'm always pulling George in to do small things here and there for me. He's indispensable. I'm very grateful that I have him. And Anne Marie she's very busy with the DAR, so, but she's on call as needed.
what happened to the other guy who dropped out?
Yeah. That's okay. Let's see, so we did the computer upgrades, we did the
Yes.
evac,
Yeah.
security,
Signing.
holiday closing.
Yep. You
Payroll.
just plowed on through it, Maria. You did a
I
great
did.
job.
Very quickly, it came to my attention a while ago, and I wanted to bring this up because I know this is how we've always done it, but we don't have to do the 4 signatures. I did a little survey, and I think I did the results of the survey. You might have a copy of those.
Oh,
That's what that is.
Yes, that is what that is. I had been talking to Greg Valiakonis about signature, because the department heads usually sign payroll. And as far as I'm concerned, I think I should be the only one to have to sign the payroll. And when I threw it out there for other library directors, just for a sanity check, it appears that most other libraries, the director signs the payroll. So I'm seeking to be the signature authority for payroll.
It's been the way it has been with the trustees signing since I've come on board. I have no idea how it came to be that way.
Ever since I was on board.
That's what I figured.
And
I asked
did you
Greg.
tell me that a mass general law had changed in the last few years?
That's for bill paying.
Okay.
I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
For paying the bills, yes, it had changed, and you can. The way that it's worded, it looks as if, like ideally, I would like to be the one to sign the bills as well. And the way the libraries, after speaking to them, the ones who allow the director to be the signature authority for the bills, the way they do it is the director prints out, you know how I do that cover sheet for you guys? And then I include that with, I basically would have a month's worth for you for review, or I could email it to you or whatever. alternatively, for the other thing that looks like it's very common is director or designee if I'm out, and one trustee. So that's what I'm seeking.
Would we have to change the bylaw though? Because the bylaw says we have to sign the payroll.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would. Now, and I think I've heard this, but I don't know this for a fact, that the selectmen also approve the invoices? Because it seemed to me we were doing double duty if that was the case. You know, if we were approving them and
They
then-
don't anymore.
They approve it after the warrant's already done, and all the
Yeah.
invoices attached are already approved by the department heads.
I see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you know, I had been chatting with Greg about it, and he suggested that I pursue this, just, you know, for efficiency's sake.
Mhm.
So, you know, a lot of times if I get bills in, you know, I have to start my process on Wednesday.
Mhm.
And by the time I get 4 signatures, I try to give you guys a good couple of days. But then let's say Spectrum comes in on Thursday. Well, I've missed my window there, and I have to, that waits a whole nother week. And it's just not efficient, and I just don't see the point in it. I mean, I'm pretty good at paying the bills, and I think, you know, I've earned your trust enough.
Mhm.
You know, I think I'm pretty good about explaining what's going on. I know Greg said, you know, one of the first things he did was have the selectmen give him signature authority. So now he signs them, correct?
Mhm.
Yes,
Payroll too, so the authority for that, for any department, if the department heads out.
yeah.
So he's got
Does he ever have any questions?
What?
Does he ever have any questions? I mean, he signs the library bills, is that the,
Who?
Greg?
No.
You just said it?
Oh, he doesn't have to because we all trust
Oh, I
him.
thought he took authority from,
No, for here.
Yeah, for the town hall.
oh, yeah, so he doesn't get involved with the other departments?
No,
No,
Only
no,
if he has to.
Right, okay.
Right.
Only as needed.
What would you do for backup?
Yeah, well,
I
You know, if
would,
you were
yeah,
hit by a bus, sorry.
I would,
that's a good question.
yeah, I would have a designee, or it would be a board of trustee member.
Yeah. Just have to
Mhm.
plan for that. I do like the idea, maybe just you for both, and then
A
the one
trustee.
person here that says
Yes.
plus one trustee for over a certain amount.
Maybe
Yeah.
on some rotating basis, or,
Mhm.
Pick a number, just for the bigger bills. I don't think it'd be a bad idea just to
Mhm.
get another set of eyes on
Yeah.
something that's big.
it's-
But I think almost 1,000, because our electric bill's 1,000
Mhm.
half the time. And I mean, I think it would have to be, I'd go higher.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'd go higher than 1,000, but I mean, a big bill,
Well, if you're signing the bill though, the work has been done. So,
that's true, we've already
It's
approved
kinda-
it here
right,
already.
we've
Because we
approved.
already have, how do we do that? You bring everything to us anyways. I'm just thinking out loud
One way or
here.
another.
You almost bring everything to us
by the time you get a
anyways.
bill, the work's done,
Done.
because you can't pay a bill without the
Right.
work done.
I mean, some of it you can approve on your own, others we have to vote on, but at least we know.
I usually run stuff
You
by
do
you
almost
anyway.
everything anyways. And I'm almost thinking beyond you. I mean, I don't have any
Yeah.
problem with you with this. I'm thinking beyond you.
right.
When you've retired.
Or if you're on vacation.
Yeah.
I think
no,
a backup. I
You
think we
could
just
pick
gotta figure out a
one of
backup.
you.
Yeah, one of the
Chair,
chairs,
if
yeah.
you want to.
You just say when.
One of the chairs,
In her absence.
back up in your absence, just to have some idea.
It's
Okay.
not very likely all three of you will get hit by a bus.
Hopefully not.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, the same token,
Yes,
they
I
have
together.
only one chair.
Unless
You
you're
keep
together.
two.
Don't get on a
So,
bus.
so can we
Guys.
say,
There may
So-
not be co-chairs sometime in the future.
Yeah, it could be chair or co-chairs. Mhm.
yeah,
Chair or co-chairs.
But I mean, if
Yeah.
there's only two people, you know, I mean, one less. And it may not always be co-chairs, that's all I'm making.
That's what I said, chair
Okay,
or
yeah.
We
or co-chairs.
gave the administrator the authority to be one of the signatures when we were at 4, correct?
Yeah. If we didn't have four,
Yeah.
it could be.
He could
Oh.
do that. I'm just thinking out loud because do we want the administrator to be the backup?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
I
that.
mean, the administrator is the backup?
I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, because, as you say, the director has hands on everything, and so it's just the backup person. and to make sure bills get paid on time if there's an issue. I don't have a problem with the administrator being that person.
Mhm. I agree. The backup to you if you're not available to.
So we have to make a
Do we-
motion
yeah.
to amend the bylaws to change the signing authority to the director for both payroll and invoices, with a backup person being the town administrator.
Do we want to say,
To coordinate that with him.
I'm just wondering if maybe it wouldn't be prudent to have Kathy be the backup, or the, I don't know how, like another senior staff member or something like that.
Is Kathy familiar enough with the bills and the projects?
She can
and
do it.
everything? Yeah.
She could do the bills.
Yeah, if you-
Yeah.
If you feel comfortable, I think
Yeah.
that's okay.
Could we say either of them? You know what I mean? Because she's there.
Right,
And really, there should be, as far as the payroll and the bills, I mean, everything else can go to pot, as my mother would say. But that has to, that's an old expression. But that has to happen.
yeah, exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Just
Every
keep-
week, that
Right.
has to
Yeah.
happen. And, I'm just thinking to myself, it would probably make sense for her to be my backup.
Okay,
But obviously not by name, by position.
I know.
Yeah. Because, and that.
Youth services
maybe you're
librarian.
way off. I mean, but on your
that's fine.
self-eval, you list about an adult services librarian as a necessity. So I just wondered if that was gonna come up.
Not today.
The person,
Not
I mean, the
today.
position,
Yeah, we can always change this.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I guess that's,
The motion.
You could put the library director or his or her designee.
yeah. Yeah, that would work.
That's what I would
I
do.
think that would
Yeah.
probably
That
be the
will
best
cover it
thing.
all,
Right.
yeah, that covers it.
Then I could say, you're it, Ben,
Yeah, exactly.
Or-
Yeah,
you're it, Debbie,
yeah.
or
For this-
you're it,
For
Kathy.
this time, period of time, sure.
I'm out on vacation next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
I want you to, prepare payroll and bills.
Perfect. That works.
Really, Ben?
What?
I want you to prepare payroll and bills.
I did that, oh, that was no fun. We did that for a while, that was no fun.
Yeah, I know.
That was no fun.
So anyway, yes, that would work.
Okay. So, the motion reads, we shall amend our own bylaws to state that payroll and invoices will be approved and signed by the director or the director's designee in the future.
But it doesn't have to say
No.
in their absence, just
Is it signed or approved for payment?
signed and approved. Or
And
signed, well,
approved.
signed was. This is
Signed
signing
for
it, yeah.
approval.
Signed,
Are you taking notes?
Just for this one
Oh,
thing.
I was
Signed
gonna
to
say.
approve
No,
payment,
just for this one thing, because like the
Signed
bylaws have
to-
to do with it.
signed to
approve payment?
approve payment.
By the director. His or her designee.
All right, why don't you read that all, please?
Okay, amended to payroll and invoices will be signed to approve payment by the director or his or her designee.
Can we add that it's the section 5.6 of the bylaws that's going to be
yeah.
changing?
Okay,
Purpose
yes.
of
That's what it's like.
Thank you. 5.6.
That's good.
Any questions, additions? I've made the motion.
Second.
We have a second. Any other questions?
Who seconded?
Pat? That's right. All in favor? Aye. It's unanimous. Perfect. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you. Was.
Okay, I expect that probably in 15 minutes, we're going to have people lined
Get
up
on
at
your
the
data, so
door,
let's-
so.
Let's
I
keep
hope I
moving.
left you enough time. I did that on purpose.
I bet you knew.
You're so crafty.
All
I
right.
did my evaluation. I left him 5 minutes. All right.
Well, I'm trying to think of a way that we can move through this the best way, because I should say that no one has below thoroughly competent on the listings on the first page.
Correct. You didn't see mine, but that's correct. You want one line?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
3 pages? Up the
Well,
sign?
just, the front page anyway, you don't have
Just the
it.
front page.
Okay.
Actually,
I have 3 pages. Do you have all your pages? Ken?
oh, this one's for you. This is for self-eval. That's what.
Okay, your self-evaluation. Okay. Do you have Karen? You do. Okay.
That's right.
All right. So you can do this one of 2 ways. I can tally what we have here and then determine what we end up as.
That one over there. One, that one over there.
Okay. But I'd say let's go to the next page for the moment and just get through comments that we have. And anyone that would like to make comments based on what you have here. Did you put any comments on here? I don't think I did. No? Okay.
I didn't either.
Does anyone, would
Right.
anyone like to say anything in particular? I have
Keep
some,
up the
but
good work.
Debbie, do you want to,
I think I had some comments.
okay, do you want to read them, or?
You, I think Karen you do a great job. So I just put it in my comments. I probably put a little more lengthy, but basically that's the short version.
Thank you.
Right.
Done. I hope you stick around for a while. That was the best average director we've ever had.
Maybe I think I'll read hers. Self. I mean,
You don't have to read it.
longest one. These
Oh,
are
that's
excellent
true.
summation. Let the town be heard.
Okay,
I
well,
mean-
see, I think you have them.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
All right, these are the, this is Karen's self-eval, and the statement here is to please list any significant accomplishments you achieved during the review period, which you have believed significantly exceeded expectations or the requirements of the position. First is to grew budget by $43,193, or approximately 20%. Due to the above, filled open part-time circulation assistant position. Initiated expansion of children's librarian position to include all youth services plus teens. Completed electronic sign project. Increase in foot traffic through library from FY15, 7.5%. Increase in library attendance from FY15, all ages, approximately. Excuse me?
Program.
Oh, okay. A program attendance from FY15, all ages, approximately 50%. An adult services librarian is a necessity in order to sustain our success. And that's a comment in parentheses.
Anything people want to add to that while we're just at that top part? The only thing I remember thinking, grew the budget by 43,000, just to stress that you've brought the library budget
The town fully funded? Is that-
yeah, you've got the town to fully fund it, but because we have used up all our state aid in the past, we've had to take from state aid everything that was stockpiled to pay for the budget. And you have worked with the town fathers very well to get a realistic budget, going in the right direction, a realistic budget for the library. So the library is, the town is supporting the library
That's the key.
completely.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Oh.
yeah, you're right,
Okay.
because we had to
Going in
ask
the
for.
right
Not,
direction.
it's going in the right direction. I would not call it fully
Right.
funded at this
Okay.
point.
No,
I think
you're
that-
right.
That's within our comments, and I think I did, in mine, I think I stated something like that.
Yeah. Just that, you've really, it isn't like you're going out for, that 43,000 isn't above running the library. I mean, it's what we need, and we were using other sources to pay for our budget. And you have worked with town well to get us going in the right direction, and that's the best way to put it. And kudos to you.
It's a process.
It is, but you've done it well.
The next section is to list areas of your performance which you believe need improvement, either significant or minor. And the two you have are time, project management, prioritizing, and delegating. I think we had that as one thing for our last year, and I believe you've really improved very well on that part of it, and I'm happy to say that.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, within your restrictions, I
Thank
mean,
you.
you have one full-time and the rest part-time staff, so there's only so much delegating you can do, because you don't really have the staff to delegate to.
You know what it is? I'm just not as hard on myself about
Right, and
not getting something. You know what?
That's what our
It's
concern
gonna get
was.
done, and if I
Yeah.
have to put fires out, I put the fire out and get back to it.
Right.
And I'm not stressing about it as
Yeah,
much as I
that's
was.
good.
I think
Yeah,
that's
we're
the.
happy about that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Do you?
And then the areas of staff training and development, which I think, as far as I recall, has always been an issue that we had, that we're trying to have that as ongoing.
We're working on it.
Yes, I know. Please provide a plan for your personal and professional development during the next review period. Includes specific improvements, performance standards, and expectations. Schedule uninterrupted time to tackle important tasks, LRP update, tech plan, emergency plan, as well as recurring tasks. Example, PR, collection development. Delegate within reason some tasks to staff. Examples, collection, maintenance, and exhibits. Encourage staff to seek out training, development opportunities, and continue growth of library. Examples, Saturday hours, and adult services staff. Your overall self-eval was thoroughly competent.
Pretty much sums it up.
It does.
It does,
You did a very
and-
good job. No, you did.
You know, for my own, I agreed with your listings of assessment here. I really didn't add anything else on my end. I did state under your accomplishments, and I'll read that. As I have been a trustee for several years, it is extremely gratifying to see the growth of the library under Karen's directorship. While many of her accomplishments may be considered part of her job description, Karen manages to accomplish much with a majority of part-time staff. She is dedicated to the library and her patrons in her thoughtful selection of programs, committed to mentor her staff and encourage them in their areas of interest, and diligently oversees the maintenance of a building that, although relatively new, still has its challenges. Karen is also a diligent record keeper, and that has helped to support the budget growth. Karen has a very good working relationship with the trustees, and she also seeks guidance from the town administrators and department heads and staff as needed.
Nicely said.
Thank you.
Very nicely said.
It is a very nice symbiotic relationship, I would say.
And in my final comments, I just stated that you've been a valuable contributor to our community and committed to fulfill our mission statement, which is to provide members of our diverse community with equal access to traditional and electronic media, programs, and exhibits that will encourage lifelong learning, expand cultural horizons, facilitate research, and inspire curiosity. And I also recommend, and that stated this also, that you receive a merit increase in your salary.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Nicely done.
Then you get the important stuff.
Yeah, I think you've really done a commendable job again this year.
Thanks.
And I guess we can tally these. Do you want to go point by point? I've got 6 here. I feel like I'm doing bingo cards.
That's Karen's.
That's Karen's.
Okay.
Okay, and we have outstanding, outstanding, for knowledge of job, outstanding, 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 outstanding. Well, I think.
There it goes.
And a thoroughly competent. So I think we're,
Outstanding it is.
okay, that's Karen's. Let me just press
Yeah.
it And I have a blank one here.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Jerry. Okay, communication.
Thoroughly,
You have thoroughly competent. We have outstanding, thoroughly competent, outstanding, and thoroughly competent. And
Outstanding.
3 to 3.
3 to 3. Always go up. Outstanding it is.
Everyone in agreement with that. I had-
we always average up.
I had outstanding. If someone would like to speak to otherwise, teamwork,
Outstanding, thoroughly,
outstanding, thoroughly, outstanding, thoroughly.
3 to 3 again.
Okay.
Ready to go with outstanding. I mean, somebody can.
I am. I feel that Karen has been great. Does anyone want to comment on thoroughly competent versus outstanding?
Which one was that? Teamwork?
Teamwork.
You know, I'm not going to be offended if you put thoroughly competent. It's okay.
I say outstanding.
Attitude, cooperation,
Outstanding, outstanding.
outstanding, thoroughly competent, outstanding, thoroughly competent.
Grumpy
We have
most
4.
of it.
4 outstandings, I think. Is that right? Okay.
Depends on the time of day.
Accuracy,
Right.
neatness,
Thoroughly, thoroughly.
outstanding, 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 thoroughly confident.
All right, so that's 3 and 3
Okay.
again.
Round up.
What's that?
Round up.
Round up.
Round up, okay.
Well, she's gonna look perfect though.
I
Nobody's
know.
perfect, so.
Oh,
Initiative and problem solving,
Outstanding, outstanding.
outstanding, outstanding. I think we've got everybody. Outstanding.
no question.
No.
It's in my office.
In there. Administration of library operations.
Thoroughly, outstanding,
Thoroughly,
outstanding.
outstanding, thoroughly, outstanding.
Wow.
This is ridiculous.
You know, that's what I anticipated would happen.
All the way through though.
And let's see what
3 and 3.
did Karen say.
Karen, that's up here. Which one are we on? First?
Second one.
Second. Thoroughly.
We'll go with thoroughly on that. Okay.
Yep. What did we do for the first?
I think we had 4 for the first, didn't we? 1, 2, 3.
Wasn't it 3 and 3 again?
3 and 3 again.
That's 3 and 3 again, yeah.
Oh, we're rounding up.
Initiative and paraprofessionals.
If it's a tie, you might wanna go with what Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
hey.
that's my feeling, is to go with what Karen put.
Good thought. Third one down. Develops the collections. I got 1 of each. Outstanding and thoroughly.
Outstanding, thoroughly, outstanding, outstanding.
Yay, we got 4 to 2 this time.
Okay.
Manage budget. Outstanding, outstanding.
Outstanding, outstanding, thoroughly, thoroughly.
4 to 2. Manage staff. Thoroughly, thoroughly.
Outstanding, thoroughly, thoroughly, and thoroughly.
Promote. Thoroughly, thoroughly.
Thoroughly. Outstanding,
I
thoroughly.
don't think I'm following the same
That's
sheet.
4 to 2.
I don't have
Okay.
yours.
Manage
That's
IT.
my cell phone.
Outstanding and thoroughly.
Thoroughly, outstanding, thoroughly,
I put
outstanding.
those in
I like Debbie's idea, thoroughly.
Mhm.
I like Debbie's idea.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, we can go back to the
Yeah, I
top in a
think we
minute.
should, yep.
Communicate.
just
I have 1 of each again.
Outstanding, outstanding,
Because
outstanding.
I take it right
Four to two.
because
Yeah,
I take it
okay.
right from my
Let's run to the top again.
Okay, for the knowledge of job.
Knowledge, I have one of each.
Outstanding, outstanding, outstanding.
Okay, so leave that as outstanding. Next, communication, I have one of each.
Outstanding, thoroughly, outstanding,
So put thoroughly. Let's change it to thorough. Teamwork. Teamwork. Teamwork, two outstandings.
outstanding, thoroughly, outstanding, and thoroughly.
So that's 42. Okay, so that stays. Okay, attitude, I have two outstandings.
Outstanding,
I don't know.
thoroughly, outstanding, and thoroughly.
That's 4-2, so that stays. Accuracy, I've got two thoroughlies.
Outstanding, 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 and thoroughly.
So what does she have? She has outstanding. Okay, keep that right.
Initiative,
Initiative, problem solving, I have two outstandings.
outstanding,
Done.
outstanding.
Okay, good. Okay,
There's just one little change.
yep.
All right, we're good.
And I just put an asterisk on the whole thing saying lesser evaluations by me were basically due to not having budget as high as it should be. I mean, even though we're working in the same direction. And because of the shortages, you don't get enough help. I mean, you know, we should have a larger staff, so everything wasn't on, you'd be more of a manager and delegate more.
Well, it's all part of the plan.
I know, but I mean,
No.
that's,
I don't think I'm gonna go for it. I probably won't go for it next time because I'm trying to be prudent about my requests. And I
Yeah.
really think that we need to put Saturdays up on that list for next time. I really do. I wanna do what our door says we're supposed to do.
mhm. Yeah, that would be nice. Yes. And
Never have
so at
stuff,
this,
never have
at
stuff
this point,
etched in
what's
your
the
door.
status? We fill it out.
Yeah, and I'll compile comments from
Yep.
other people's
Put black
evals
tape over it.
and do it like I
Because I
did
felt
last
bad.
time.
Right.
Well,
And-
who'd show up on Saturday and if I were in,
And
like,
All right.
I'm comfortable with you just signing it with her and passing it on. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't think you have to come back to us with this
I
again.
think I think all trustees have to sign this.
This
so-
one, is this everybody signing this
Yeah,
one?
so I'll just.
Put it in the
get
file,
it
put it
done
in the,
as soon as I can, and
put it in the
missed my
folder.
performance
Yeah.
evaluation.
I won't have it in the folder before Thursday.
I thought that's why you were here.
Pat, will you just let us know when it's there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make sure we stop in and sign it. Excellent. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
You want to
Say
say
anything?
anything? Pat, will you put the percentage increase on there that you're recommending? It'll be on
So no.
the
The
sheet.
percentage, I'll do the same as yours, is that
Oh.
what typically is?
That's, yeah, it's typical, but I didn't know if you wanted to do something different.
Mhm.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes,
It's a pleasure
no,
working
thank
with you all.
Thank you.
Really have a good board, I feel.
You're a good
I
leader.
thought you were here in support of my performance evaluation. You're just here for the meeting, huh?
You don't do nothing, huh? How can you,
This is
Are you a
on
lottery trustee?
how can you screw
Oh,
it up? if you
Joey.
don't do nothing?
Speaking of, I mean,
Thanks, Mike.
because we've deviated from the schedule, I mean,
You
how's
just,
that
you
going to
just
affect?
zoom from one end of the building to the other.
We'll just continue on.
So in other words, you get crossed off December 22nd.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll,
And
you know, there's weather coming up, so I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Richard's down for January 24th, that's all.
So is there anything else that need to come before us this evening?
The next meeting date, is it January 24th?
January 24th,
Yeah.
yep.
Am I
Weather
supposed to sign
permitting.
that? Am I supposed to sign that?
Oh, I have to compile.
She's gonna make a
everybody's-
final.
yeah.
Oh,
And then
okay.
come see you and get
Yep.
a signature and get
No
all our
problem.
signatures.
No problem.
and Be done with it. Okay,
Thank
Is
you.
there a date on that, though, that would have to, you have to have it someplace?
Yeah, that's gone by already, so it's gonna have to be, we have to sign it.
Okay, as soon as
yes, as
possible.
soon as possible.
Yeah.
Plan on being
All right. Anything else? Any other questions, comments? I'll
Oh,
enter-
so just have to be a quorum on that, or like if somebody's away, you know? 'cause it's
Well,
obviously
trustees
holiday.
should sign it.
Yeah.
You know, we'll submit it if we can have four.
Okay. I don't know what Richard's status is.
Unbelievable.
Right.
Here I am stressing that, here I am stressing that we haven't
Okay.
gotten ours in time.
Anything else?
Are others late too?
Everybody's.
Everybody's, okay, we're
Motion to
fine.
adjourn?
We're fine. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
So
move.
moved.
Second.
We have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.